The Legend of Zelda has officially turned 40 years old. Unfortunately, Nintendo has not revealed any of its plans to celebrate the anniversary just yet, because they're currently in the midst of celebrating 30 years of Pokemon and 40 years of Super Mario Bros. Now, if you're a Zelda fan and you're worried that we won't get any kind of anniversary celebration, there's a good chance we'll see some announcements towards the end of the year and into 2027. This is just kind of how Nintendo handles a lot of anniversaries. And when they have so many popular franchises, it kind of makes sense to kick the ball down the line a little bit. But even though we don't really have any new Zelda news to talk about at the moment, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about one of my favorite Zelda games, one of my favorite Zelda memories. So, my real introduction to the series was Ocarina of Time, like many, many other people on Nintendo 64. So, I had played Zelda games as a kid. Notably, I played them on the original NES, and I was just way too young for the series. I don't to this day know exactly what my first Zelda was. I think it was Zelda 2. And I don't think that that's a great entry point for any child. I wanted to get into Zelda because of the cartoon, and it just totally scared me off the series for many, many years. When Ocarina of Time came out, there were so many people who just absolutely like fell in love with it, and I had no interest in playing it until I started hearing a lot of buzz. But the interesting way that I got into Zelda is because one kid at school, literally one kid at school, did not like Ocarina of Time. And when he told me that he didn't like Ocarina of Time, I told him about an N64 game that I didn't care for, which is Forsaken, which was released by Acclaim. We decided that we would swap copies of these N64 games, and if we enjoyed them enough, we would make a full trade. So he ended up liking Forsaken more than Ocarina of Time. And of course, I fell in love with Ocarina of Time. It's one of the greatest video games of all time. I've been a Zelda fan ever since. And both of these games are on Nintendo Switch Online. You can play both Ocarina of Time and Forsaken, and you can decide for yourself which one's the better game. I think I ended up making out on that deal. All these decades later, I'm a huge Zelda fan. I've, reviewed Zelda games. I've previewed Zelda games. It's really cool that, after all these years, I, am a huge Zelda fan, and it's all because of that moment. And I think every Zelda fan has like a great memory that they can share. So if you have any great Zelda memories, please let me know in the comments. Let me know, what you love about the series and what you're hoping to see for the anniversary this year.